spark a beef with the dude. You know what I'm saying? The videos you're showing me, he's not like just walking up to specific individuals and sparking beef with them. He's just like being a streamer. Like, yo, I'm in Medellin, I'm in the mall. You know what I'm saying? Look at the area, look at the people, da da da, and then the people get mad.
They get
Like
mad.
that's what happens. And then the people get mad and they attack him. You know, I just feel like that's not the same thing. I feel like we see that all the time. Like the streaming shit.
Well, let me read this before I get to Trippin with Jay. Kobe, once again, Thanos, $4.99. Rello, your guest is a dummy. No, this is not Rello. This is Razor Rays. hey, this is Razor Rays. I'm not Rello. Oh my god. No, I'm just playing. I love you. No, this is Razor. Razor, your guest is a dummy. He thinks American culture and freedom of speech applies everywhere. He's Rello's man with the rainbow.
And this is the problem with people, right? Like if you're not a D-Rider, if you're not like on a bandwagon, just on a hate train like them, they automatically think like you're on a certain side and stuff like that because they're like sheep-minded. Like they're like, you know what I mean? Followers.
Sheep. Well,
because why? Think about it. Why is he assuming? Think about it like this, right? Why is he assuming I'm a Rello's man's? Like, you feel me? Like that makes no sense, bro. When did I ever say that? I literally just said I think he's unhinged. You see what I'm saying? Like that's how you know they don't. Yeah, I said that. I said that earlier. I said, yo, I think he's slightly unhinged because he be talking kind of funny style. So I feel like he might be a little unhinged a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you did say
It's just weird. It's random. He does it way too much. Like, you know what I mean? It's just weird. You feel me? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's just, you know what I mean? It's almost like he didn't even hear that. This dude, Thanos, is like he didn't even hear that part. Like, he just assumed. Because I'm not attacking Rello automatically. He just assumed that. Know what I mean?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean,
It actually shows how dumb he is. That's what's funny about it. It actually shows how dumb he is.
Well, Django, it's not what he said, it's how he said it. Django with the $2 donation. Thank you for that.
All right.
And
that's what girls say.
You said it like that too, AZ. And I'm gonna get to Trippin with Jay. Give me a second, Trippin with Jay. Shout out to all 423 people watching Razor Rays with Trippin with Jay, and now in AZ also. Edward Jones, $10. Kenyan men are appearing to be jealous of Jay Rello's success. A YouTuber mentioned destroying his PayPal account. Oh man, Edward Jones, thank you for that. So you're saying people are jealous of Jay Rello at this point? Oh man, thank you for that $10 bomb. And we was with the $5 donation. The problem is not what Rello said. The problem is Rello himself. He's an idiot.
Oh, okay.
He's too stupid to be traveling, period. He's on borrowed time. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you respond to that, AZ, and I'm gonna get to Trippin with Jay. Shout out to all 400 people watching.
Yeah, sure. What he just said didn't have any actual like substance to it. Like, so like basically he said, okay, the problem ain't with Rello, it's with Rello himself. What about him? Like what specifically about Rello is the problem? Like you see how like he made a comment, but there's no actual substance to the comment. Like it's just like a blanket statement. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I mean by like they're not even really thinking about what they're saying. They're just attacking them. You see, when I came on, I specifically made specific points about what's going on. Oh, them is just like, oh, he's stupid. Oh, he's this. Oh, he's that. Like, but like how though? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, come with an actual point, like an actual fact to back up your claim. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, and thank y'all. Sending y'all questions, y'all comments, guys. Trippin with Jay, salute to you and your channel, bro. How you doing?
Razor Rays, what's good, brother? How are you, man? Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you loud and clear, bro. What do you got to say about this situation? Jay Rello out there inside Kenya.
Yes.
This Thailand. What do you got to say?
Yeah, man. So I actually did some extensive research on Jay Rello and his channel while he had it. And I actually follow him on X or Twitter. So first of all, if y'all heard about the live last night, but so I have labeled Jay Rello as a crash out artist who is quote unquote a brokey and who has to e-beg in order to travel the world. And we saw him literally get fired from his job where you're supposed to use your income from your job to actually go travel, right? That's what travel YouTubers actually used to do. So we used to be self-funded, right? But now this has become a trend that's trending in the wrong way, where people are e-begging online, and it's not all on someone like Jay Rello's fault. It's going to be the people that actually donate to him and his channel. So if people stop donating and stop creating the problem, it's going to end, and Jay Rello's going to fizzle out, and nobody's going to remember him. He's not going to be on World Star. He's not going to be coming up on Raise's live streams. He's just going to be a regular person again. And he does have a big ego, right? And we can all see that. And that's why we kind of watch him. We want to see him crash out. We want to see him fail. But at the end of the day, his channel and his content adds no value to the travel space. And it actually is a deterrent for people looking at Black people when we travel. He gives us a bad, there's overall a bad connotation when people see Black people abroad. They're like, oh, I don't want to talk to a Black person because of what I saw from Kenya with Jay Rello or all the other crash out people. They add no value to the travel space. So if we stop donating to these people, it's going to end the problem. And that's my stance on it right there.
Shout out to Trippin with Jay and subscribe to Trippin with Jay. Mine's drop Trippin with Jay's channel in the chat. All 450 people watching Razor Days Live with Trippin with Jay and AZ and AG. AZ wants to respond to you, Trippin with Jay.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. So yeah, I just heard everything you said there. You said that you want to see him fail, and you want his subscribers to stop donating to him so he could fizzle out. Now, I understand your whole premise is like, oh well, he makes us as Black people, as a collective, look bad. Well, I feel like, what I'm saying, the only people that would judge all Black people based on the actions of one Black person is clearly an ignorant person anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much the theory of racism, is basically these people, they judge an entire race of people based on maybe the actions of a few. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't really take those people's opinions that seriously anyway, because they're clearly ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just feel like we're literally wishing on the failure of another man simply because you don't agree with his content, even though it doesn't affect you directly. How do you stand by that? How do you feel like that's actually an upright moral opinion to have?
So let me respond to that. So essentially, what you're saying is, I'm personally wishing for his downfall. I am not actually. I am just stating
that's what you
that.
Said. You literally said, we want to see him fail. You just said that.
Exactly. We. I'm not saying me.
Right. Who's we? Like, who's we?
The travel space.
It's we means me and others, correct?
Correct. So the others is not just me. So
you're not talking about yourself, even though you said we. You're not talking about.
It's inclusive. It's an inclusive word, AZ. So someone that doesn't want to cam up, thank you so much for commenting. However, so let me get this straight.
See, like, what does that got to do with anything? What does that got to do with anything we're talking about?
No, you literally aren't camming up. It's just me and Raze.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with what I'm asking you? Me camming up. What does that got to do with me?
Because I can't see you. I can't see you, bro. I can't see you, man. But
that doesn't matter.
Let me actually get down to it. So,
okay.
So when you talk about how he's a bad look for Black people, like stereotypes typically fall into some sort of reality, right? So if we run into one person and it's literally the only Black person we've ever run into in our lives, this happens in places like Pakistan, India, happens all the time, where one single Black person goes into a country where not a lot of us go to, behaves poorly or behaves great, right? The people of that particular country or city is going to judge that one person's behavior and think everyone acts the exact same way, right? So say, for instance, if you met someone that was from the planet Jupiter, for instance, right? We don't see that very often.
I've met somebody from Jupiter.
Yeah, I think
one of my ex-girlfriends.
Yeah. So if we actually met somebody from Jupiter from another planet, we know that this is very rare. We only see this one particular person, and if they behave poorly, we're gonna be like, you know what? I never want to go to Jupiter in my lifetime because of this one person's behavior. But if we get more people to go out there to actually overcome this and behave in a much better way, a la in the way of Jay Rello, right? If we go to Kenya more often, we have the Austin Hollimans out there. We have the Kid Greatness. Those are the guys that are representatives for us, the guys that go out there and actually experience the culture and actually want to add to the Kenyan culture. But people like Jay Rello, when people in Kenya run into Jay Rello, they're like, oh, this a Black American? Oh, I'd never want to see another Black American ever in Nairobi, ever in my life. But if they run into somebody like Austin Holliman, who on the surface has a much better behavior than Jay Rello, they're gonna be like, okay, maybe Black Americans aren't that bad. So I think the solution is that if we want to fix the reputation that may have been damaged by Jay Rello, I'm saying that more of us should be out there and travel to Africa, for instance, because not enough of us travel to Africa, even though it is the hidden treasure that it is, because I've done a lot of research on a lot of countries in Africa. You can check my channel. I do reaction videos on every single country in Africa. And I can tell you that with this research, Africa needs more Black Americans to go visit, because all of our cousins, all of our ancestors are from that particular continent. So I'm just saying that more of us need to go out there, make a better impression on Africans as a whole.
Well, and I'm going to let you respond. Like Jay, thank you. Oh, this dude, one of the lotion boys from X. Thank you for being a member for 15 months. They saying because you subscribe to the Twitter, and that's why we were laughing earlier, because I don't know when you joined his Twitter. Maybe you just recently joined his Twitter. Back in the days, he was doing a whole corn stuff on.
Oh no, I just joined like yesterday.
Yeah. Hey, like Jay, he just joined yesterday. He wasn't joining for the corn. Shout out to you, Night Jade. And Kate M with the $4.99. Jay Rello was the best thing to happen to Kenya. No one was talking about Kenya until Rello. They should be paying him for the free promo. All right, and your baby fall $5 donation. AZ Rello need your help. You spent the past 30 minutes defending his deplorable behavior. Put your money up and buy him a ticket back home to Gary, Indiana. Shut the F up. What you got to say to that super chat? Thank you for that. Go ahead, AZ. Okay.
Wait, I'm sorry. Say that one more time, sir.
He said you need to buy Rello a flight back because you spent 30 minutes defending him, his behavior. You need to buy him a flight back. Or shut that.
Okay. Well, I mean, okay. Well, what I would say to that is, I don't think being objective about a situation and not automatically jump into conclusions and being ready to bash somebody while they're down already is actually bad and means I gotta go and spend money or whatever this dude is talking about. I think, if anything, what I'm doing is better than just like kicking somebody while they're down, which is what you're doing. So I think I'm okay where I'm at. That's my response to that. But now, as far as the guy, I forgot your name. But let me ask you a question. When you say Rello is making Black Americans look bad and he's misbehaving in Kenya, are you referring to the situation with the Pro Maxers?
Well, I'm talking about it as a whole. So it's literally every single live stream he has with women. It is a bad look on us because it looks like we only go to these African countries or other countries as a whole just to, monger on women. So I think that's a bad look. Every single time he goes live is just about going to get women. It's like a freaking rerun, but with different characters. Every single live stream that he has.
Okay. So you just don't like the fact that he's making it look like that's the only reason Black Americans go out there is for women.
Correct. Yeah, because there's different aspects to. Well, he doesn't claim to be a passport bro, but the passport bro movement is more than just going to get women. It's a component of it, right? But it's going out there and experiencing the culture, trying to learn the language. If you're going to places like Thailand, it's trying to learn Muay Thai. It's trying to actually assimilate into the culture that the country that you're currently traveling in. But when it comes to Rello, it just appears he only has one component of the passport bro movement that he claims that he's not a part of. So that's why I think that overall he makes us look bad when it comes to all of the press that he's getting, especially on World Star Hip Hop. He's on the news in Kenya going crazy. And that's a bad look on us all. Even the people that do good when we travel to Kenya, it makes us look bad overall because of how much is blown up over time. So if you get as much press as Jay Rello has over the past couple of weeks, it's going to undo all of the good that all the Black Americans have done for Kenya in the past and all the travels.
Do you really believe that one man can make the entire country of Kenya look at Black Americans with a bad taste in their mouth?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So it depends on the media coverage, right? So name a YouTuber that has traveled to another country that has been covered by World Star Hip Hop, that has been covered by other news outlets and has been on the news in that country, and the police are aware of him, other women are aware of him, Airbnb hosts are aware of him. So when they hear who is staying with them or who they've interacted with, they're like, oh no, we don't want that. And that's called a negative impact on a large scale of people because of the news coverage that he's been receiving for his bad behavior.
Okay. And just to be clear though, when you say bad behavior, you are talking about the situations that went viral, like the one on World Star and the most recent one, correct?
Yeah. And this is not just a single incident. This happens every single time he travels to different countries. And Razor Rays always shows it because it gets coverage, right? We wouldn't be sitting here for almost 2 hours talking about somebody if it wasn't viral and if it wasn't a point to speak about it.
Yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying. Would you say it's just all him in the wrong, or would you say like the other people involved in those situations are just as wrong as well?
Well, from my understanding, from when he goes live, those women are already paid because typically towards the end of the viral live, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get my money back."
Well, not necessarily all the time. Not necessarily. That's part of the problem.
Yeah.
They're not prepaid. You know what I'm saying?
You can be postpaid. That's fine. But I'm just saying that. Yeah, that's the issue, man. That's the issue with me. It's just the way that we are portrayed in the media, and not all of us are going to behave like Jay Rello when we do travel, but it just makes us all look bad. It paints a wide brush, and I don't like that at all, bro. Because when I go to Africa next year and I go to Nairobi, they're gonna be like looking at me when I go into get an Airbnb, when I go into restaurants, when I go into nightclubs and talk to women or talk to whoever. They're gonna be like, "Oh, you're from America? Oh, do you know Jay Rello?" I'm like, "Oh, bro. Oh man, now I gotta explain myself out of this rabbit hole." That, hey, I'm not going to be behaving like Jay Rello because I'm from America. So it's this crazy thing where I have to kind of explain myself like, hey, I'm not like that guy every single time. I can already feel that's going to come in the future, bro.
Well, you know what? All right. Go ahead, AC. Go ahead, AC.
No, I was gonna say no. It probably will happen. But I do think that the people that do that are ignorant, though. Like, so the people that do judge you based on what Jay Rello did or did not do, because some of these things are just allegations. I do think that's ignorance, because literally that's exactly what a racist does, right? They literally will judge all Black people, for instance, based on what a couple of, crash out black dudes do. And we say racists are ignorant. That's what we say. We say they're ignorant. So I think that someone in Kenya that would judge you over what Rello did, that person would also be ignorant. Also, I would like to just add real quick that Kenya is so inspired by Black American culture, and they're so knowledgeable about Black Americans and stuff like that, that even though Rello is going viral in that country right now, I feel like their knowledge and database on us is so vast that I don't think just Rello crashing out and being ridiculous is going to automatically make them just think, okay, this is what all of them are like. Because, like I said, they're super in tune with us. You follow everything we do. They're on all the social medias, watching all the content. So they know, like, the biggest guy out there is Austin Holloman, so they know what we're not all like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Yeah.
Shout out to Austin.
Yeah. Shout out to Austin.
Right, you know what?
Go ahead, Ray.
I'm going to ask y'all a question because I got to get some more beers. I'm running out of beers, guys. And y'all guys are coming through with the donation. Thank you for the cash app and the super chat. I need some more beers. It's Friday night live stream. 475 people watching Razor Razor Trippin with Jay and AZ. Please subscribe to Trippin with Jay channel. He has he's going to Nairobi, Kenya. His channel link is dropped in the chat. Your body far says $5. So basically, no funds to bring your man home. Just word service on YouTube. So he said, look, AZ, you're not gonna send it in for Jay Rello to come back to
Okay, so
yeah.
so he's still asking me to send money to Jay Rello?
Yeah, you say you just lip service, you're not gonna send it in to Jay Rello to escape Kenya.
I mean, I didn't think that was the topic. I didn't think the topic was about, hey, who's sending money to Jay Rello? I thought the topic was about, yo, is Jay Rello like Johnny Somali? You know what I'm saying? Is he crazy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that was the topic.
I think he is. I think he is like Johnny Somali.
He is.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, I think he's like Johnny Somali.
100%.
But yeah. But
Damn. That's an extreme comparison. I still feel like that's an extreme comparison.
You want me to play some more clip? All right. Well, Mr. D with the $2 minus Federally and Crash Outs, Jay Rello equal Austin Holloman. Well, Mr. G, we know how you feel about Austin Holloman. But shout out to you. Thank you for that $2 donation. I appreciate you for the $2. Big back lover with the $10 bomb. This dude is a pure hater. He preys on a brother's downfall. This guy does reaction videos about traveling, but doesn't travel. Hating on Rello won't make you popular, bro. So that's for you, Trippin with Jay. What you got to say about that?
Listen.
He's going at your head. He's going at your head,
listen,
Jay.
Big back lover, this one's for you. So if you actually take a look at my channel, you will find that I just came back from Brazil towards the end of last year, and I have a series of about 5 to 7 or 8 videos from Brazil that have almost 10K views per video. So you can take a look at that if you want to, saying that I don't travel. And I have a couple more vlogs coming and vlogs that I can't even release on YouTube. So you may want to take a look at the facts before you make a silly comment like that and give Race $10 for free, because I just debunked you and you will not come on the stream to debate. If you want to debate, I'm here.
Hey, you know, he invited you to the screen to, oh, you could just send another super chat and question if you don't want to come on the screen.
Yeah,
hey,
I travel.
What it is.
I travel, man. I'm actually going to Thailand and Vietnam for 30 days in November as well. So you can watch that, Big Back Lover, if you want to subscribe to the channel as well.
That's Trippin with Jay. His channel link is dropped. Thank you for that, Big Back Lover, with the $10 donation. My guy Nate in your state, Johnny Somali, for example, Japan made new laws because of one man. So Nate in your state. $5. Shout out to my guy Nate in the State channel. He's saying, look, Japan made new laws because of Johnny Somali. Well, like I all right, maybe the impact of Rello hasn't reached Johnny Somali yet, but the antics, I believe, has. The threat of jail, the threat of this, and threats. The nuisance streaming, you know what I'm saying? I believe it reached it, but maybe not the impact yet. And let's not say that, Nate in the State, because maybe he might see this super chat, Nate, and try to get a country to make new laws. You know what I'm saying? Because of his streaming. You don't want that, Nate. But who knows? And Night Jade with a $2 donation. Stop defending someone you know nothing about. Says Night Jade. Shout out to you, Night Jade. Como está? How are you doing, Night Jade? Hope all is well with you, Night Jade. Yeah, guys. Now, let me go ahead, AZ. You respond, AZ, and I'm going to get to something Sunshine Shoulders said. Go ahead, AZ.
Wait. So hold on. What was the last thing that was said? My fault.
Well, what you said, Trippin with Jay, to piss AZ off.
No, I think we're just having a friendly debate, man. Az overall is a cool person, man. I think so. It's just some things that he may need to perform additional research on and be more up to breast about Jay Rello's content. Because if you don't watch all of it, Or if you don't watch enough of Razor Razor's live streams, you probably wouldn't know a lot of the things that may have happened in Jay Rello's YouTube career, because he's had to create multiple channels, create different names, do crazy live streams. And like I said, people clip people's content. So even after the channel is deleted, it's saved. And Razor Rays has to play it during his live stream to show examples of the antics of Jay Rello. So case in point, he just showed the one where it was at Thailand, Rays, right? Where he was crashing out. And he also shows the one in Colombia where Jay Rello hits on a girl while she's with her boyfriend. And again,
oh, you remember that one?
Yeah. See, you got to watch the content in order to be able to comment on it. So if you don't watch enough of the content and you come on someone else's live stream to talk about said content, all of your points are refuted if you don't watch the content. So if you watch bits and pieces of it, you won't get a full scope of it. So it's like if someone is reading a manual for an IKEA desk or whatever, right? And they only read bits and pieces of the instructions, they're going to have a messed up desk from IKEA. So you have to make sure you follow it from beginning to end.
Well, in fairness, I was specifically talking about his Kenya situation, not like his Sasua in Colombia. Like, we were specifically talking about Kenya. And as far as what he's doing in Kenya, I'm knowledgeable about that. You know what I mean? So.
Okay, no, that's fair. That's totally fair. Are you subscribed?
I wanted to ask you a question. So let's say you are in a hotel room in a foreign country with a Pro Maxer, okay, and for whatever reason things don't work out with you in a Pro Maxer, so you're kicking her out, correct? And you're kicking the Pro Maxer out, but the Pro Maxer is, kind of acting a little sketchy and stuff like that. Like, you got two options. You could either just give the Pro Maxer their phone and let them leave, or you can make sure they're outside of the premises, okay, and then hand them their phone from the outside. Which one would you choose?
So first of all, like, in order to handle a situation like that, since I'm an adult and I have a brain, so I would honestly try to de-escalate the situation, because if you kind of go based off of what actually happened on the live stream that he was doing, or like the video that he was doing, he was really behaving emotionally, and real men are able to control their emotions and kind of behave logically and think logically. So in order to properly kick this person out, if they're trying to act out or misbehave, I would try to de-escalate first and then think about the situation like, hey, is it possible for me to give them their phone while they're in the room or in the premises or outside? Because you got to think about it. You're in a foreign country, right? You have no idea who this pro may know. They may have a manager that may be waiting nearby that she can just make one phone call once she gets her phone, and he can come knocking at your door. And we may or may not have seen that on Jay Rello's channel before. But you have to think about it. We have to think about the situation at hand. If it's safe to give her the phone while she's on the premises, of course, de-escalate, give her the phone. If it's unsafe, you honestly have to go outside of your hotel room or Airbnb, close the door, and then hand her phone outside, and then you go back into the Airbnb and you're straight.
It was unsafe, bro. Hey, it was unsafe.
Yeah.
Think the way you're thinking. Can you give me my phone? Why are you holding my phone? Why are you making me insecure? Why are you not giving me my phone?
Just leave.
You know I am. Give me my phone! You picked my phones here. Why are you not giving my phones? Why are you holding my phones? You can't come and misuse me. You can't. Just call the guy, right? Whatever. Give me my phone. Give me my phone. Can you give me my phone?
Excuse me. If you give your phone.
You're even telling us you're going like naked. Think you'll come and play our minds?
Take it.
Anyway.
Take it, madam.
Give me my phone.
Take madam.
Can you give me my phone?
Take it.
Give me my phone. Miss Shanira, can you give me my phone? Can you just give me my phone? Why don't you say about Kinasinian Kamanani? Can you fucking give me my phone? No. Can you fucking give me my phone? Give me my phone! Bro, give me my phone!
Leave!
Give me my phone!
Leave!
Give me
Leave!
You're hitting me.
Leave!
Are you hitting me?
Leave now! Leave
Yo, that's wild cringe, bro.
Oh, it was unsafe. Rello, give me my phone.
Give me my phone.
I'm not sure if you guys heard it, but he actually said, "Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you when you go outside."
Yeah,
Did
but
you guys hear that or no?
I did hear that.
yeah. So you actually have
Yeah.
to perform
So
the
it-
action after you say it. It didn't
Well,
sound like he was
telling
doing
the
it.
guard to get her, because I'm assuming he doesn't want to put his hands on her, so he's telling the guard like, "Yo, can
You
you
can't
get her
assume that he
outside?"
did it already.
And
He's already put hands on a woman. He's already done
well,
it.
no,
How can you
hold
assume
on.
he doesn't want to?
You're talking about a different situation, and that was self-defense.
I'm talking about actions. He already performed an action like that, so you can't assume that he does not want to put
Yeah,
hands
but
on her.
it's different. It's different when someone does it in self-defense versus like they just kind of want to just put their hands on women, right? We got to be objective about it, right?
Do you understand that there is no self-defense when it comes to women because men can cause actual harm and damage to women and or property to a degree where it's above and beyond what a woman could do? Like that's why there's no self-defense. So if you hit a girl, like you will knock her out, bro. So there is no excuse to put hands on a woman. And when you say that, you assume that he doesn't want to put hands on a woman and he's already done it and it's actually like evidence, audio at least, of him doing it. You can't say that, man. That's a bad point.
Okay,
You can't stand on that.
what you're saying right now is like factually not true, right? Even in the United States of America, where it's the most progressive, you still have self-defense rights as a man, even with a woman. Now, I understand what you're saying, which is like, okay, you can't beat her ass like she's a grown man. I get that, but I don't think men are gonna do that. Well, sane men, I don't think they're gonna do that anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, so obviously you're not gonna punch it with a closed fist and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? But to say you got to just sit there and get beat up because you're a man and you can't defend yourself, that is ridiculous, bro. That's not even true.
You just moving the goalposts because if you think about it,
you just said that.
If you think about it
This
biologically,
is what you said.
I'm saying that men can cause actual harm to a woman, and there is no excuse for
we
self-defense
understand
when it
that,
comes
but
to a woman.
nobody is gonna. I mean, I'm not saying that you should like beat a woman like a man, though. That's not what I'm saying. So obviously, I'm not talking about that. You know what I mean? That's not even what happened in the situation we're talking about. Like he didn't punch her with a closed fist. I don't even know if he hit her at all because we didn't see him physically hit her. We just heard a sound.
Well, shout out to Carter 4 is in the building. Carter 4 Consulting. Salute.
Salute to the chat. Salute the Razor Rays. Salute to the gentleman on the panel, Trippin with Jay. AZ. AZ, I got a quick question, AZ. Where you from, brother? No disrespect.
I'm from Boston.
Okay. And Trippin with Jay, where you from?
From Detroit, man, born and raised.
No doubt. I like this dialogue because this is two different perspectives and two different vantage points. I think it's very interesting because I think this is the two type of dynamics that you get when you look at the people that the different perspectives that people look at Jay Rello. I like AZ. You seem more like you're more you're not emotionally attached. You're more putting the facts and the lawyer things. And I think Trippin with Jay is expressing a little bit more perception, but based with historical viewpoints and values that he's able to formulate his opinion. So it's very interesting to see these two. I was surprised and taken back by it. I appreciate you fellas because this is actually the demographic of people in the space, and this is how they feel about Jay Rello.
Can I ask you a quick question though?
I'm gonna let you guys continue at it. Go ahead, AC.
Well, shout out to you, Carter 4.
Do you feel like no man has a right to defend himself if a woman is attacking him?
I mean, for me personally, I got two mean daughters, so I'm gonna say I'm just me myself. I'm not even in a foreign country. I'm moving. I'm not even getting close to that situation. Me personally.
Okay.
But I understand that there is self-defense around, and it's always when that stuff like that occurs, it's always going to be up to the people's perception. And if anybody's had anything like that that's triggered them in life, even with just the yelling, then they're going to get emotionally attached to the situation, and they're not going to think.
I think Carter 4 got
I think
muted.
that dude cut out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead, Carter. Y'all mute up. When
I said,
talk when y'all want
I said,
to. Unmute yourselves when y'all want to talk, because somebody got some echo.
well, I was saying that AZ, when you deal with some of the tones of the voice during that situation, it triggers some people that's been through previous situations like that in life or experienced it, and it causes them to not think twice about perceiving it the way they want to perceive it to stay away. It's like a danger mechanism that clicks, and so that's what you get as well, AZ.
Oh, okay. I appreciate that. That's real. That's real.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, that's how they that's how it seems like is coming out. But you are direct. You are definitely right in some of what you're saying. Facts is the facts. But do you want, and what Trippin with Jay is saying is, I don't agree with that necessarily, because I just came back from Paris, France, and I'm a big guy, assuming guy, and I wasn't treated no. They didn't. I guess because Jay Rello hasn't been to Paris, but they didn't treat me no. They gave me a clean slate, and I was allowed to show them who I am, just me alone. You understand? And I did have to show them who I was because I was a big guy, black guy. So, but it turned out well. I didn't feel like there was no stereotype. Have I experienced this in Sasua? I've never been there. I've never been to some of the countries that Rello has been. But Tripping with Jay, I want you to truly understand that more than being, because I know Rello a little bit, more than being perverse or crazy with it, I think he really is savant when it comes to trying to entertain people. And a lot of the things I want y'all to remember, not these two incidents, I'm not speaking on them, but when I was working with him in the full capacity, we would talk about creating a scene during a time during a live where the drama was so overwhelming that people would emotionally invest. So, and not to say too much because I'm gonna get in trouble, but yeah, Rello is a mastermind when it comes to. I know everybody think he's stupid, he's folly. He's comedy to me, and he puts himself out there, which these creators are scared to do. So, what I want to see in the space Tripping with Jay is more creators coming out with some interesting content. It don't have to be what Rello doing, but we need more content. We need that balance for sure.
Well,
Let
and
everybody
shout
else
out to
talk,
you.
Grace.
Shout out to you, Dame Dash, with the $5 donation. I believe Austin would sack Rello out. Okay, dude is young and in shape. Thank you for that, Dame Dash, CEO Rockefeller Records. Shout out to you, Dame Dash is in the building, man. And Chris Worrell, why would Razor stop talking about Rello when he making all the money off him? I've been to Kenya. Most women, well, like I said, and I'm just doing my job as a YouTube journalist. You know, Chris Worrell, and I thank you for that $5. You know, man, everybody got their opinion on you know. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, you know what I'm saying? But first,
We ready to fundraise for Razor to go to Punta Cana so he can show us how the passport bros do. And we need to get him a Wi-Fi box.
Nah. You know what? I'm going to Punta. I'm going to chill at the gas station, man. I'm
That's
just
all right.
chilling.
That's all right. But you get the Wi-Fi box, and we can see Punta Cana, Drink Point, and all of that with the good internet. You heard?
Yeah, no doubt. Tyler,
show us how the passport bros move.
What's up, Tyler? What you got for us, Tyler?
Hey, what's up, man? I actually just wanted to comment because bro said you shouldn't defend yourself when it comes to women, and I think that was wild. I don't think that's a good message to spread out to people because we live in a new day and age right now where women are literally attacking men, and if you're going to spread that message out to people, then there's going to have to be some type of thing. You're going to have to, if you spread that message out to people, you're going to have to.
In this context, let me say it in this context. I would say if you're Kevin Hart, never get caught on the Lifetime movie network. Things don't go well over there.
Yeah, that's true. No, that's facts. But also too, I mean, I came on for that, but also too, the whole Jay Rello thing and like people like doing all this, what one man does not have effect on everybody. Now I know people in this travel space like to call themselves passport bros and stuff like that. I do not. I just say I'm a travel YouTuber. But what Jay Rello does is what Jay Rello does. So I don't understand how that's going to affect everybody in the community versus definitely when it comes to Kenya, because Kenya literally looks up to everything that we do. So if one man does something that you guys seem to deem like it's like horrible, what I'm kind of side with AZ a little bit of what he's saying of when he was like we didn't see on camera that Jay Rello actually physically hurt this girl. He paid this girl to do a job. She did not do the job. He got mad. He did crash out. It's not. I'm not saying that what he did was right, but y'all gotta understand some shit. Like, like the way y'all demonizing him is kind of just crazy right now. Like, it's no need for all that. Like, what he did was wrong. Like, no one is. I would think no one is trying to put up the bat for him and saying, oh yeah, everything that he did was right. But it's like, bro, y'all going in a little too much, and this shit been going on for weeks. Hey, when we gonna stop? When we gonna stop and get back to the regular content? You feel me?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like people like kicking people when I mean he's already in trouble. Like the dude is already I don't know if he's broke, but he's struggling in some kind of way. He's getting kicked out of his B&B. They're cutting the lights off on him and shit. Everybody's on his ass. He's on fucking TV. I mean, so it's like why are we still trying to kick him down? You know what I mean? It just don't make no sense.
Well, chosen one with the 250 Filipino free Jay Rello. He did nothing wrong. He speaks his truth. I believe the women are mid, no more special than any other race. Thank you for that 250 Filipino. I guess that's Filipino. Money right there. Shout out to you, chosen. I appreciate you.
Salute to chosen one.
And
so I want to say this.
Heathen Queen reacts. $2. We got a Goofy's defending this behavior. We got Goofy's defending this behavior. Shout out to Heathen Queen. Heathen Queen is in the building.
Shout out to Heathen Queen.
Goofy.
Notice how there's never substance to those types of messages. Never.
Notice how these niggas never have no damn Abby picture too. Like you gonna call in like First off, I'm wearing an LN hat, so that word don't fly around here. Goofy and weird.
Okay.
It just don't fly.
Okay.
But niggas never got
brothers. I
when
see
they
you got some smart brothers around. Okay. All right.
Come on, man. But
so
with
perception,
that being said, though,
perception becomes reality once you're emotionally attached. So you got to understand, fellas. You heard the saying that I forgot how it goes where they at the end they go, but you can't determine how somebody's going to react to it. So when you do shock and awe, and that's what I've been telling Rello for a while, but that's his style of play at times. When you do shock and awe, some people are shocked, then they're traumatized, and then once they're emotionally involved, you can't turn off that switch. So now they start to go against you and want to see something. They get emotionally attached and involved, and I think that's what's going on with some of his content. Like we see it, we may see it a different way and for what it is, but there are some that's actually, I told Rello a long time ago, that's listening and hanging on to every word, and they will dissect every word. I think it's just a cataclysm of what type of world we live in.
Yeah, well, go ahead. Well, Lily Roy, we got Lily Roy.
Yo,
Super Trooper.
Salute to y'all, man. How y'all doing, man?
Super Trooper. What's good?
Man, I'm like 73% Kenyan over here, man. So I'm gonna speak for my people, man. You know what I mean? I heard a back and forth between AZ and Trippin, man. Yeah, that shit was kind of wild, man. Now, first of all, I want to say, man, I don't agree with anybody like going to another country, man, and insulting the women. You know what I mean? Why would you want to insult the women and of a whole country? You know what I'm saying? That's a negative right there. You know what I'm saying? But some of the clips that we seen, like you could, you know what I'm saying? Agreeing with AZ, like it seemed like the chicks was playing games. You know what I mean? It did seem that way. So that said, I mean, Trippin, man, come on, bro. The dude been there for like 3 weeks. You know how many Black Americans have visited Kenya over the past 50 years? How can this one individual represent all Black America, bro? Think about
it. You want me to respond to that?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to tell that dude. I was like, yo, bro, he's one man. These people know so many Black Americans, whether it's on media, tourists, whatever the situation might be. Like one crash out dude, unhinged dude, isn't gonna make them think like, oh, they're all unhinged. They're like, come on, bro, that don't make sense.
I mean, it's going to be. Oh, let me respond to this actually. So, it's going to be the effect of the impact of the actions. So, the media coverage, the being on World Star Hip Hop, being on the news. You don't see.
Please understand. Beyond this passport bro community.
So you want me to respond, or you gonna cut me off?
For real.
You want me to respond?
It got no coverage. It got no
What
coverage.
do you mean? He was on World Star Hip Hop. What do you mean it got no coverage? It's literally seen by hundreds of thousands of people.
We're talking about World Star, brother. World Star is not no fucking CNN.
Bruh.
Really?
Come on, relax.
Are you serious?
That's a fact.
Trooper,
That's
World
a fact.
Star
You
is
could
the
laugh,
urban
but that's a
CNN.
fact, though.
It's all
That is
about
true.
eyeballs. It's all about eyeballs, man.
urban
It's all about
CNN.
attention. So you have to understand, like when you get coverage like that, it's huge news. And the typical Black American, when they go to Kenya, they're not going to be on World Star Hip Hop for anything. It's going to be the people that go over there and crash out. They get the coverage, and then that is the example. That is the thing that people think about the most when they think about Black Americans in Kenya. They're going to be like, oh man, did you hear about that YouTuber that crashed out in Kenya? That's the first thing they're going to actually remember because it make the news over there, right? So if you go to Kenya, you're going to go over there and not have news stories made about you. But when Jay Rello goes over there, crashes out, he gets news coverage. And that is the example. And when people see that, they're either going to want that type of clout and chase that and go and emulate that. And that's why you get the Johnny Somalis, you get the Jay Rellos, because they're emulating that because they see the crash out content.
Bro.
Can I finish? Can I finish my thought though?
I have to cut you off because you don't stop talking. You don't stop talking, brother. I'm 73% Kenyan.
Bro,
right?
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
No.
I'm actually finishing. I'm finishing my comment. I'm finishing my comment.
And what I'm trying to let me.
And what they got to do with somebody going over there acting a fool that is going to act a fool like that anywhere that they go anyway.
I'm just saying it's not news. Nobody cares.
And that's
In
true. It's
Kenya.
not news because World Star Hip Hop
And you
is
join
the
a panel
Section
talking
8
about it.
version of
What do you mean nobody
TMZ.
cares? Crazy.
Not Section 8.
I have a
The
question.
Section
Nobody
8 version.
cares, brother. Nobody cares in Kenya, brother. I asked all my family members. I said, "Hey, you heard about this Jay Rello?" They said, "What? We don't know no Jay Rello."
Then how did
Nobody
he
knows
get
this
kicked
nigga.
out of his Airbnb if he's not big news over there? How did he get kicked out of his Airbnb?
Bro, because
Tell me that. Tell me that.
this dude is paying attention to this space right here
Really?
in Kenya. A select few. You know the population of Nairobi?
Do you?
Something right quick.
Yes.
What is it?
I want to say
Go
something.
for it.
Yo, real quick, game changer, real quick. Let me just ask everybody. I'm gonna let you go real quick, but I just want to ask everybody if they agree with this. Do y'all agree that if y'all go to a country, you're not allowed to say what you think about the women? So if you think they unattractive, you're not allowed to tell nobody that you think they unattractive. Do y'all agree with that?
Yes, I agree with that because you only have First Amendment rights in the United States of America. Other countries, you do not have First Amendment rights, freedom of speech to say what you want to say.
You don't Yelp a restaurant.
AZ,
Okay,
AZ, let's get it
everybody
right.
else
You don't
agrees with
have
that too?
No,
No,
that's
You
not
don't have
true.
to agree
Let's
with
get
me.
this right.
That's
You
a
don't
fact.
have to.
No,
You
that's
don't.
not
You don't
true,
have
bro. That's
to
not a fact
display
at
that
all.
behavior,
How-
AZ.
Okay, where's
But
not a fact at? Hold on, brother.
hold on. Let me
Hold on.
finish.
I ain't trying to chop you down. I ain't trying to chop you down.
No,
AZ,
but
where is that not a fact? What other country, wherever on planet Earth, you have First Amendment rights as an American?
Yeah, I just think with that passport, they
Don't
expect
think I'm
diplomacy
asking
in
you a
foreign
simple
countries.
question. Give me a
That's all,
simple,
AZ.
straightforward answer.
Brazil, you
Okay,
have the
bro.
rights of freedom of speech,
Even
brother.
okay.
That's what.
yeah.
Hold on. Let that brother answer, please.
No,
Okay,
I'm the one
so
who said AZ's not the one who said it. I'm the one who said it. I'm the one who said that. Yeah, that's not true. And I'm telling you that Brazil, you have the right of freedom of speech.
Wait. That came up before anybody was on the panel. AZ and Trippin with Jay, and AZ said you should be able to say what you want to say wherever you're at. Did you not, AZ?
Well, I said that I don't think it's wrong to simply say your opinion about the women in the country that you're at.
Okay,
That's
and
why your
that's what I'm
fans.
basing
First
thing
of all,
on.
that's what the
You don't think
people
it's
are watching
wrong.
you for. If you think
Okay,
about it, bro,
AZ,
that's why the people are
AZ.
Oh my
watching
God.
him. Is
I
because they
asked a
want to
simple
know.
question. I can't
They
get an
want to know
answer.
what the women are like.
Dang. AZ.
I asked a
That's why
simple
they watching
question.
him.
AZ, let
Simple
me say this to you.
question.
Let me say
Where do
this
you
to
have
you,
those
AZ.
rights?
Well, hold on, Leonard. Let me say
But
this to you, AZ.
hey guys, I have a
That's
Okay,
question.
hey, turn your volume up too.
no. AZ interrupted me so he could ask everybody a question, knowing that the question was going to go in 20 different directions and never get
Game
back to what I
changer.
was saying.
Boost
That's
your
rude.
volume up. Boost your volume.
No, because I'm not in the country. I don't have my mic. But I'm just saying, he's like, hey, let me just ask this quick question. Everybody answer at the same time. What the fuck? Dude. All right.
My fault, Brody.
Yeah, no worries. This is to the brother in the middle. Do you know what it does to the psyche of an individual human being, or two individual human beings, when you tell one that they have the right and ability to hit another, and the other that they don't fight back, that they can't fight back? Do you know what that does to the psyche of a person?
No, I'm not a psychologist.
Emasculation.
Neither do I do any science about that. But I'm looking at biology. So biologically,
Okay.
men are much more muscular. They have.
Well, you're not a biologist either, I'm assuming. So if you're not going to answer from a psychological
Bro, I'm not going to
perspective,
sit here and debate with a
then-
chess piece, man. I'm not going to sit here and
No,
debate with a
I-
chess
Ray,
piece.
when
He
you
ain't even
get
got
a
a
chance,
camera.
leave that
He can't even
super
get a
fat Ray.
microphone.
I
He
understand.
can't
All
even
right,
get a microphone.
so
A chess
so
piece
let's do
talking in a circle.
Yeah, I'm gonna read the super chats out. I'm gonna
Bro,
ask y'all guys.
I'm not in the country. Isn't this
It
about
doesn't matter.
Because I
It
wanted
doesn't
to
matter.
respond to Kobe
No.
Timbo.
It doesn't matter.
So,
Out
So
of the country, in
if-
the country,
if-
doesn't
like this.
the phone have
Let's put
a
it like this.
volume adjustment for
Leonard, I'm
StreamYard?
talking to someone else.
bro,
Let's put it like this.
I know who you're talking to. I'm just saying
Good,
there
then have
is
him answer.
there is a
Then have me
feature in
respond to him.
StreamYard that adjusts your volume.
All right.
hey,
So,
I rock with Leonard, man.
do you think it's a good thing?
Look,
I know
I'm over
you're not a
60 years
psychologist,
old.
but do you think it's a
I
good
sold
thing?
Jesus his first pair of slippers, and I know how to raise the volume on StreamYard. You're a young man. You're supposed to know that.
Dude,
Bro, he
I'm in a
old.
place where there's
He
no
old,
mic,
y'all.
so I
Respect
need
the
you
man.
to practice not interrupting. God damn, you old enough to not interrupt.
And
Anyway,
you
Yeah,
old enough to know how
one
to
at a time,
operate
guys.
your
One at a
piece
time.
of doggone software, hardware, whatever where.
Yeah,
all
yeah,
right.
yeah,
And
one
I
at a
need to
time.
call you a
So
name.
back to tripping. Can't stand elderly people with short attention spans. What the fuck?
Hey, no, but he's
Go-
right.
go
Can
ahead.
you raise
No,
can you raise
but.
the volume?
No, but back to
Can-
tripping. Back to
Can you
tripping.
raise the volume a
Are
little bit?
you no? Hold on. Back to tripping. So you say that you're not a psychologist, so you can't answer the question. Are you a person who's smart enough to understand that it is not a good thing to tell someone, or would you tell your children that it's okay for anybody to hit them?
When we bring somebody had a delivery,
somebody got company.
but we have to actually bring in gender. So the actual original argument was about gender and being able to retaliate when they are attacking you. So when you
We don't have to. Would you tell your kids that it's okay for a weaker person to hit them?
so you're
Gender
actually
aside.
moving the goalpost, because the original argument was when we talk about retaliating against someone that is of a
we're
different
talking about
gender.
strength. That's the original argument. So you said that to cause significant damage. Would you tell your 16-year-old son to just let 10-year-olds smack him?
If they're girls, I'm not going to tell my son to hit them back, man.
Holy
That's ridiculous.
Hold on, no. What would you ask? What would you tell him then? What would you tell him?
I would tell them to not put yourself in a situation where women or girls can hit you. It's so simple. Because if go ahead, Tyler.
Girls hit men for no reason, bro. You know that, bro.
Okay, now what if it was a 13-year-old boy and a 73-year-old woman? Would he be able to hit her because she a mean old lady?
Quick question, real quick.
Nah, you just walk
If
away.
you have a 10-year-old son,
Hey, that's a good
and your
question.
10-year-old
That's a good
son
question.
and a 13-year-old girl is trying to or is hitting on your son, and he did nothing wrong. What are you going to tell him to do to retaliate?
So if it's just like fists, I would just tell him to walk away or tell the teacher who's ever in charge, who's supervising the children.
So okay,
I agree with that. I agree with that.
So
I
Tyler,
really want to see how far this BS thing goes. Right?
real quick, super
You have to tell an adult.
It goes pretty far.
Okay, so if what would you tell your son if a girl spit a loogie in his face?
Bro, now we're talking about
what should he
assault
do?
and battery.
Should he walk away or what should he do?
Bro,
Hitting
Yeah,
is
he
assault
should
and battery.
keep moving the
walk away. He
goalposts.
should walk away.
hitting
Come on,
is the subject matter.
what are we
Just slow
discussing
down.
here? What are we
That's what I'm saying.
talking about?
Exactly.
What are we
Yeah.
talking about here?
Let's
Exactly.
Well, what I'm saying, I'm gonna
get back
tell
to
you
the
what we're
subject.
talking about.
It's a ridiculous
What we're
argument, man.
talking about
This is
is
why
the
we came up.
ridiculousness of this mentality. That's what we're talking about. The ridiculousness
No,
of this
it's
mindset. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
wrong. It's wrong for men to hit women. It's wrong.
Exactly.
That's
Yes.
it.
If it's wrong for men to hit women, then it has to be wrong for women to hit men. Otherwise,
No, it's
bullshit.
not. It's not equal. It's not equal because we're
I agree.
biologically different. We are
No,
biologically
it's not.
different.
Hold
It
on.
doesn't-
It's
We're
not
all
equal.
equal under the
It's
No,
not
no, no. As
equal
humans, we shouldn't hit
physiologically.
each other. Tripping with Jay.
Wait, what did you
It's
say?
not. It's
Chess piece?
not
We
Is
shouldn't
that
hit
chess
each other.
piece
even
or who was that?
physiologically. But I know some Big Bertha big backs. They got enough weight on you to put a hurting on you. They'll lace your shoelaces up.
Hold on, guys. Let me get to the super chat. I'm running behind the super chat. Kobe Thanos with the snap again. 999. Rello committed crimes according to Kenyan law. He also doesn't understand the culture. We asked him to apologize and he didn't, so he will get what he gets. Thank you, Thanos. And I know you wanted to respond to that, Carter.
Nothing will happen to
And
Rello.
yes, and I did in writing, and I told Kobe that after the incident occurred, that because I remember us talking on the back end, Rello did apologize that first live after the accident. I think he apologized to the lady and he apologized to the Kenyan people, but he didn't apologize to them for saying what he said about the women. So if you're looking for that one, Kobe. He didn't apologize for that, but he had to erase it after he went live because he know
Okay,
the
and
haters was about to
about that,
strike his
can I
check.
just say one thing? Can I just say one thing about that? Okay, everybody has their preference, right?
Stop
But
interrupting people.
the difference is Rello has a voice. He's got a channel. He can speak to hundreds of people when he does speak. You know what I mean? But everybody has a preference. If these women are not his preference, they're not his preference. That doesn't make them unattractive. Come on, man. But he should be smart enough to know that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, common
And
sense.
Yeah,
Everybody
I guess.
hit the like button.
Yeah,
Subscribe to the channel.
yeah. I
Everybody
guess what
Give me a second,
these
give me a
guys
second,
are saying.
I'm gonna let you go. I need some more beer anyway, so I'm gonna go to the store get some more beer. But thank you for that, Kobe. That's like $50 tonight. That's like a few $100 over the past few streams. And we got Kenyan Warrior with the $4.99. NYC The Future channel will be going by next week. We are tired of you passport clowns. Well, thank you. Shout out to NYC The Future. You did a great job for that interview the other night. Chosen One with $2.50. Filipino, what's that? Pesos. Jay Rello did not crash out. He knows how women are across the world. You can't always believe what you see. He just simply showed us. Chosen One with that opinion. Thank you for that $10 bar.
Hey, who said that? Who said that, Ray's?
Chosen One right there. Chosen One. But hold on. Let me get to this. You get because I'm falling behind. Kenyan Warrior.
That's show business for
NYC
you.
The Future channel. All right, so I read that one. We'll be gone. We are tired of the. All right, so I read that
You
one.
read that one.
Thank you for playing games. Don't equal deserving to get hit.
Yes.
That's right. You're right about that. Heath and Queen, HQ React. Shout out to you and your channel for sure. Shout out to you. I appreciate you, Heath and Queen. And we got my guy Nate in your state. Y'all guys know Nate in your state. Subscribe to Heath and Queen channel, HQ Reacts, and Nate in your state channel. With the $20 bomb. $20 bomb out in Costa Rica. Subscribe to my guy channel. Nate in your state. When 9/11 happened in the news, was broadcasted. What was the public's response to an entire group? I swear some of you skipped out on critical thinking classes and think the world revolves around your own neighborhood with the $20 bomb. Please subscribe. Hey, well, you can drop your own link, Nate in your state. One of my moderators. It's all about $20 bomb, Nate in your state. So shout out to you guys. Y'all have at it. I got to go get to the store, get me some beer.
Yeah, could you buy more than 3?
Yeah.
Come on, Razor. You can buy more than 3, man.
Yo, I have a great discussion.
Drink them. You know you're going to drink them,
Keep it clean. Have it again.
Yeah, keep it clean.
It's all
keep
he
it
can
clean.
afford, man, to the first of the month.
No, it ain't shit.
Yeah,
As much money he done made off this Rello joint, That's his trip.
Oh, we got Street Rivals in here too.
Hey,
Strictly.
Uncle Leroy. That's next month.
Yeah,
on the
Leroy,
21st,
it don't
not this
matter.
month.
I know who you talking to. I ain't
Leonard,
sensitive.
pardon me, sir.
Hold on, before I break out,
Pardon me,
Street
sir.
Travels is in here too. Strictly, what up?
Hey, nothing much. What about you guys?
All good, all good.